Then who next?
I
Shraddha?
can say.
Yeah, sure.
I'll go.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So yesterday I asked my son that, do you think that your mama is a good mama or a bad mama? So he said, you're a good mama. Then I asked him why. So he said, because now you have stopped hitting me. Actually, I consciously tried not to hit him.
Okay.
Though it has not come down to zero. At times when he gets out of control, then I still yell at him or raise my hand at times. But it has almost come down to zero.
You're good.
Then I asked him, have I ever hurt you? Then he said,
congratulations for that one, because you are able to implement such a decision, not hitting the child. You realized and you took a decision in that way. It shows that you can improve a lot, and you improved a lot. Congratulations.
But I want to come down to zero completely, so I'm trying for it.
Okay,
so then I asked him, have I?
Sorry for the interruption. You want to come to zero level. Yesterday I discussed we are all human beings. There is nothing called ideal parent. That is, we always do as an ideal parent. It is not possible. It's not possible. We commit mistakes because we are human beings. Okay, so don't think that everything can be brought down to the zero or the baseline. So that is not required. Only thing is that whenever we are deviating, we must understand, yes, I did that, and you do the correction measures. That's all. Okay. But
earlier when I have to hit him, so I should take time to, calm down, and then, for him to say sorry at least 10, 15 times, then I have to calm down and then, talk to him. Now, immediately, probably if something happens, so I think within a minute or two, I just, again go and hug him and say, sorry, I hit you. You did something wrong, but I shouldn't have done this. I should have politely told you that you did something wrong.
Okay.
At times it does not happen. Then I asked him that, have I ever hurt you? So he said, yes, earlier when you used to punish me or used to not talk to me. So for him, more than hitting, not talking to him is a bigger punishment.
Yeah.
He said, whatever it is, at least you talk to me.
Okay. And what did you learn from that, Shraddha?
That probably he also gets, obviously he also gets hurt at this age. And I think verbal punishment is more harsher for him than even, hitting. Hitting, he says that it's okay. But when I don't talk to him, he does not like it.
Okay, okay. So what are you going to do in future or today onwards?
I have already tried to reduce it. Yes. That span where I get angry, he does something wrong and I get angry and I don't talk to him. It has almost come down to I start counting. Immediately when I get angry and I start counting, I start thinking about something else. Okay. And now he also has learned. He has learned new tricks. So how to reduce my anger. So he knows that when he makes some funny faces now, so I start laughing and then I'll cool down immediately. So immediately when I get angry because of him now, so he starts making some funny faces. So he says, Mama, now your anger is gone. Now, are you now cool down? Are you cool down now? So, okay, now, are you normal? So he only has started doing certain things.
Very good. That is the survival technique. Everybody is programmed to have that. We have our own survival measures. Okay. And one more thing. The other day I mentioned that when mirroring the emotion, have you done that during this discussion?
Yes. When I told him that I'm henceforth I'll try, I'll not hit you or not yell at you. I'll try to explain you. Then he said, if you do this, then even I'll try to be a good boy. I will not do mischief. I will not hit anyone. I'll not run around when you tell me not to run around.
Okay, good. No, my question was something different. Yesterday I asked, when you discuss with your child, you observe the emotions the child undergoing and tell the child that emotion. Are you sad or are you happy when you are telling? Have you done that?
Actually, he wasn't sad when he was telling. He was happy when he was telling it.
He was happy?
Yeah.
Okay, then...
even when we were saying that he was sad earlier, because now everything is normal, so he was happy when he was telling it.
Okay. Yesterday when he was discussing with you, he was happy, right? Shraddha?
Yes, sir. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, yesterday when the child was discussing with you, the child was happy.
Even when he was discussing the emotions earlier, when I used to hit him, but it was since everything was normal now, so he was also happy. He was talking in a nice, jolly way.
Okay, okay. I'm asking the question again. Yesterday, when this was happening, child was happy, right? Then you could have the yesterday's homework. The second part was just to say that you are happy when Mama is discussing this one, aren't you? I told you to do that. Don't worry.
I think I didn't do that.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry. You can do it today onwards. And Purnima, have you done that? No. You forget about that one. Okay, don't worry about that one. Aishi, have you done that?
Yes, sir.
You asked the emotion. You mirrored the emotion.
He was like mixed emotions he had while he was first saying the things which he liked. He was very happy. And when he started sharing that you don't do this, then I don't like. So at that time, his expressions and that made him a bit, I can't say very sad, but a bit sad. And then even I feel the same. I felt the same thing. But at the moment when I said sorry, he told me, Mama, it's okay. Everybody does mistake. But what he said was, when I said ki I won't, I try that I won't do it again. So he said, Mama, if you will try, then even I will try.
Very good.
He said this, and then he was happy. So then I asked him that, are you feeling happy that we discussed these things?
Yeah.
Then he said that, yes, I'm feeling very happy to talk to you.
Thank you. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. You asked, are you happy when we discussed this one? He said, yes, happy. You have to reflect that one. And why, Shraddha, I mentioned this one is, next time when you get anger, you say to your child, my dear child, I am getting angry because of this. The moment you say, see, when you are angry and the moment you say, I am angry, the intensity of anger will come down.
Okay, I'll try that.
When you are at the height of the emotion and you are angry and you are about to hit or you are about to yell, you say, I am getting angry, I am getting anger, or now I am angry. When you say, I am angry, or I am sad, or I am happy, that itself, in case of anger, that angerness will come down. Happiness will increase. Okay. Sadness, more or less, it will remain the same. But for the anger, you can say like that, I am angry. That will definitely, subside a major portion of the anger. Okay, then who next? Yeah, Shweta.
I asked my daughter, what things she likes about me. So she told me, like, I also scold her, and sometimes other people in the house, they also scold her. So she told me that what she likes about me is that after scolding, I go and the way I deal with everything, she likes that the most about me. And what she dislikes about me is, like, she is very, fashion conscious, and also she likes to keep her hair like this, fringes. So and I keep telling her that, put a pin, or wear a hairband, something. So she's like, when you keep telling me that, I don't like that. And in the morning we did the previous day's homework, that so which are the things I like about her. So I told her, like, I love her for whatever reason. So now she asked me that, now you tell me the reasons because of which you dislike me.
Yeah, very good.
So then I told her, I don't remember. I told her that you keep your hair like this, so that's what I don't like about you, because it is not good for your eyes.
Okay.
So,
good for whom?
Sorry?
It's not good for whom?
For her.
Yeah?
It's not good for her, because if she keeps her hair till her eyes, then it is not good for her eyes. I mean, it's not good for her. So,
We don't feel it good.
Huh?
Shweta didn't feel it good. Not the child. So it's not good for Shweta, not for the child.
Yeah, that's what she asked me.
Yeah.
Like you give me some reasons wherein you dislike me. Like
Yeah.
so this was one of the reasons why I dislike her, because she keeps her hair open. That's why.
Okay, good, Shweta. How do you feel after that?
I felt good, but then I thought that I needed more practice.
Yeah.
Like it didn't come naturally.
Yeah.
And I had to take efforts.
It has to come naturally. Something to become natural, what we need is repeated practice. That's all. And you have done a good job. And how are you going to improve in the future? And one more thing, in your case, whatever we asked the child is repeating it, right?
Right.
So what does it show? If child want to behave in a particular fashion or in a particular manner, do the same to the child by us. Let's do the same. Child will do the same back.
But sir, I don't keep my hair like her.
Okay, that's all some likes and dislikes. It's not a behavior.
Okay.
Some preferences. Definitely, every child has preferences on their look, their dress, their way of dressing. Don't exercise your power. You find out a balance. Strike a balance. That is not completely your way, not completely the child's way. Strike a balance in between. Yeah, you give freedom for something, but at the same time you curtail or you have some control over that. Okay. Not allowing completely or not giving the full freedom for the child. Have some discussion. Whenever the power exercise comes.
So can you please give an example?
Yeah, for example, for the dresses, you can say, while in the you are in the household or you are in the home, you can dress the whatever way you want, or you can keep your hairstyle the way you want. But whenever you are going to the school, you obey what I say. Okay. Or whenever
so
you are going for a portion. Pardon?
I have to make boundaries. Like she has to be at home in such fashion, and outside when she goes, she should be doing like that.
Yeah, only thing is that discuss and have some limits on this thing.
Okay.
That will help them. Otherwise, whatever be the situation, I will decide what to wear means they will feel sad. That's
okay.
all. That's all. You give the freedom at a certain point and ask for the our opinion or our method or our the way we want them to be dressed in certain occasions or in certain. It's only for not only for the dressing in any case, whether it's food or any habit. Only thing is that there must be a balance for exercising our power as a parent.
Okay.
And get their opinion also. After getting their opinion, we can try to convince.
Right.
So this opens a discussion. Okay. What I want is that discussion between the parent and child.
Okay.
The final outcome, I am not least bothered about that one. Okay. What about Biraja?
No, I didn't reflect the emotion, neither I carried out the task. So probably today I will do.
Okay. Today?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Tell me.
I was outside yesterday, so it was late.
Okay. It was late in the evening. Okay. And today, daytime also, you are not able to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So please do it today.
Yeah.
Along with today's homework that I will announce at the end of the session. Shreyesh and Sati Chechi, is there anything to discuss? Share?
Not from my side. I'll just pass on to my sister in case if there is any.
Pardon?
I'll just ask my sister if there is any. She's listening to this. So if she
Okay. Is there any?
I don't think so.
Okay. Sadi, Chechi, anything?
I wish I had these lessons 40 years ago.
Okay, thank you. Biraj, do you want to add something? Biraj?
No, my wife, I think she had done this task and she want to add some point.
Definitely, she can.
Yeah.
She can.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Actually, Biraj is the active participant here, so he's doing everything. I'm just listening to entire conversation, and I like this. Yesterday actually we were outside, and Shreya was very happy since yesterday. So I tried with her, and I asked her. Then she was like, she was very happy. So she said, no, I don't have any problem, and I asked, did I hurt any time? But I think there is very many times I have yelled at her, and I'd never hit her, but still we want to have a like a good conversation in which we want to understand what she likes in us and which things she doesn't want. But this didn't happen today. We'll try again.
Yes, please. Yes, please. That is good, and you're also listening to this one. That means your interest on parenting. Yeah, you're great in that way, and you can listen. You can be active listener also. Don't be a passive listener. Okay. As if also active, you can also be an active listener for this program.
Yeah.
And
today we'll try again, and I'll let you know tomorrow what it is.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
And one thing I just want to add to the point, if my understanding is correct, the reflection of emotion, as per me, what I understand is feel like a child. Like if I would be in my child's place, what would be my emotion that moment of time? Suppose I am a child and my parent is yelling or hitting me, hurting me. So what would be my emotions? So I would be child and I will feel that emotions, happy or sad or like that.
Yes, but while I asked you to mirror the emotion, asking child, are you happy, or while you are telling this one you are sad or you are angry, this reflection is something different. That is, when we express you're sad or you're angry, then the child will get a feeling that my parent understands me. The feeling that my parents understand me it's a big change it's going to happen. That's why. It's only thing that we are trying to understand the child's feeling. Many times we are not doing that. It is not only applicable for the child, it is applicable for your spouse also. Whether our husband or wife. What's their feeling? What are they undergoing? Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you depressed? When we ask this type of questions, actually we are trying to understand the other human being. And that creates a floodgate. It will open a floodgate of intimacy. Okay, you try that one. We never do that one, and that's why we have a lot of apprehension or this one. You try do that one. Okay. Shall I share one screen? It's a small video.
Sir, I have one question regarding this.
Yes, please.
Like when I asked, I had this discussion with my kids. So what at the end he said was that why can't we have these discussions daily? So I didn't understood why he said. So can you tell me that what must we have?
Yeah, that is the requirement of that child. The child wants to discuss this kind of thing every day. Why don't you do that one at the end of the day? You can ask what are all the good things today. Yeah, you can discuss the entire activity for the day. You did these things good, and I felt bad when you are doing like this. We can discuss that one. Yeah, when we feel bad, about some of the deeds of the child, we can express. When you did like that, I felt very sorry or I felt bad. You can discuss that. And I say, if child is ready, you can do that. And you have to do that.
Yeah, he asked me, like, he liked, I think, this kind of discussions. He was very happy.
It's more than sharing that one. You are started to discuss, not like between a parent and child. Now you are discussing at equal level.
Okay.
They will get such a feeling. That will definitely boost their self-esteem. My parents are considering me as an adult and they are discussing very serious matters to me. That will elevate the self-esteem of the child and decision-taking capacity.
So this is a good sign?
Yeah, like, it's a good sign, very good sign. Okay, I will share one video. The video is in Hindi and English. Perhaps you might have seen it, because it was there in the social media at times back. Even if you have seen it, don't worry about that. It's okay. Can you see the shared screen? It's a blank screen right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, we can.
Yeah, please.
My mom, she gets a little hyper sometimes. She has a really sharp hand. छोटी बातों पे डांटती है. मम्मा मारती है. खेलने नहीं देती. Every time my hair grows very long, she says, cut it. She never allows me to go to other people's houses for play dates. Meanwhile, she lets everyone come to our house. Don't see Pokemon, Doraemon, maths homework done, English homework done, social science homework done. डांटती है. जब मार देता हूँ. That she doesn't allow me to go to sleepovers. She doesn't allow sleepovers. नहीं ले जाती मुझे. अपने आप जाती है. वो टीवी नहीं देखने देती, खेलने नहीं देती. You have to score good marks so that you can do good in the future. And I say, Mom, please let me go for a party. Mama, please, no. Other moms, I like Suhina's mom and Janvi's and Ananya's mom. Mohini auntie she's nice. Avni's mom. I love my best friend's mom. She never gets scolded, literally. She's very kind and she understands very much. I feel sometimes that why can Mama also make so many nice styles like Iman's mother, Shipra auntie, Milky. She gives her children so many things. No, it is not okay. No. Nine. No, I don't. Nine. No. I would not accept that. नहीं मम्मा नहीं चाहिए. Okay, मम्मी ठीक है. Not even for 1 minute. Not even for a minute or a second or a millisecond. Not even for 1 second. Thank you. I love you. I love you a lot. I love you, Mama.
See, this is the reality. They may have a lot of complaints. But the moment you say just replacing, they'll say no. See, I am repeatedly telling we are human beings. We are not 100% perfect. And we can't be 100% perfect also. So naturally, we will have a lot of drawbacks. And our children love us with these drawbacks. They may complain about it, but they love with the drawbacks. Are we doing the same back? Are we ready to accept our child with all strength and weakness? or we want our child to be the perfect one and excel in all fields. It's also a human being. It may have strength. It may have weakness with them. There are areas for them they cannot perform. And there are a lot of areas they can do, they can perform well. But are we insisting some certain area where they have to perform the way we expect? Maybe because of social pressure also. If they are allowed to perform where they can perform well, they will perform. Unfortunately, our school system and everything says only scoring marks is the ultimate measurement of what you call a child's ability. This is the issue. Of course, let school say so because school works on such a system. But when you consider a child, it is not the grade or the marks that child scores in an examination that determines whether the child is potential or child is good or bad. Don't judge the child by the scores the child get from the examination. Actually, school is not to score marks. School is to learn social skills. School is not to conduct examination and have the score of the examination. It is not like that. It should not be like that. Okay, we cannot go and change the school system, but we can change our attitude. Try to, or now you have started understanding your kids. I am happy on that. You started discussing with the kids. Try to understand what are all the strengths of that child. Build the character on the strength, not on the weakness. There may be a lot of weakness. And the child cannot perform everything perfectly. Even the concept of perfection itself is absurd. See, if you take anything in the nature, there will be perfection and imperfection. Let us accept the child, accept our spouse. Spouse means our husband or wife, with the strength and weakness, with the perfection and imperfection. Once we accept the present condition as such, then peace of mind will be there. Instead, many times what we do is, I will love you if you do like this, if you change this habit, if you are more punctual from tomorrow onwards, like that. But the real love starts, whether it is to the child or to your spouse, you start to accept the other person as he is or as she is, with all strength and weakness, with all good and bad. Once you accept this one, then everything is very easy. But we always try to change the other person according to our framework. And we try to find out a lot of issues, a lot of imperfection on the other people and try to change into that. That creates a lot of pressure, a lot of issues, tussle like that. Okay, having said these things, it doesn't mean that we have to allow everything to the child. Whatever the child says, we are not going to agree to that. We know from our experience, from our wisdom, there are something which is good for the child, which are all not good for the child. If you are very sure about that, you can implement that. And that's how children learn value. That is how children learn to live in the society. So there are a lot of things we have to say no. But when you say no, are you agreeing with me? Is there a lot of things in the world where we have to say no, especially to the child? Do you agree? I didn't get an answer. Do you agree?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Yes. So whatever I have discussed so far, it doesn't mean that whatever the child asks, whatever the child do, let the child allow to do. No. We have to say there are certain issues or there are certain points where we have to say no. But the way we express no matters. That's more important. There is a method called gently firm. Have you heard of that? Gently firm or firmness without anger. Suppose you think something is to be not to be done by the child and the child is going to do that, you can say don't do that. First time, second time, third time. The tone will be the same. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is not the time for playing. This is not time for the playing. Without getting into emotion, you repeat this one several times. From today onwards, if you are going to do that one, there is already a pattern developed for years. It may not change at once with a magic wand. But what generally happens? Initially we say don't do. The second saying don't do. And how our tone will change?
We'll get a bit higher.
Yeah, don't do that. How many times have I told you not to do this? Then we started getting emotion and finally everything will collapse. And actually the child are very clever by nature. They know when mom or papa are moving to the emotional side, and when they got emotion, they may hit me, and after that they will come to me and hug and they cry along with me. They know that one, so they will be okay. Finally, that will be done. They know that. So they will, if such previous experience is there, child will drive to that. It is not deliberately. From the subconscious, the child will drive to that. But when you are saying without much emotion, I cannot permit this, don't do, repeatedly, you're not getting emotion, child will learn, okay, whatever tantrum I show, this mom is not going to change, and they will stop it. It's not easy. I'll show another video also. It's not easy. How hard it is. Just see this. This is the approach I mentioned, gently firm. Just see this video.
This is enough. Come on, leave your arm here. Come on. Okay. So what? We're just gonna hang out here? Christian will get in the car? We're just gonna hang out here? Jim, go put you on timeout on the sidewalk? We're not going back in, Jim. We're not. No, we are not. No, we are not going back in. We are not going back in. Jada, we're not going back in. No. Don't you hit their car. I said no. I'm out for Jaden. I'm out for Jaden. Be a good boy. No Cassie for Jaden. No, you're not a good boy. I will get your Cassie if you get in the car. You get in the car and I'll give you your Cassie. Come on, in the car. Get in the car and I'll give you your Cassie. I want to go home too, buddy. Eva, stop crying. Want your blankie? Here, can you motorcycle? I know.
Have you ever faced similar situations? Not
Yes,
like from
ma'am.
the shopping mall, in the day-to-day life. It's a lengthy video, I know. But the thing is that children can drive their tantrums to any extent. But if you can be there without emotionally changing and say no if it is no, this is called gently firm. Let the child, for example, suppose we are going to a shopping mall, for example. Okay, Papa, Mama, Daddy, Mommy, both were there with the child. And the child wants to get something, a toy or whatever it may be, or a dress, whatever it is. And child started crying. And mother says no. Then child started in crying with a loud voice, said no. Then the child started doing a lot of tantrums. The child fell down on the floor and started rolling and shouting like anything. So if this kind of things are happening, what will generally happen? Suppose your mom is saying no, 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 and child is making all sort of tantrums and yelling out. What will do the husbands then? Everybody started staring at you. Hey, what's happening here? All the customers going or passing by, they look at the child and you and they're moving. So at that moment, what could the spouse will say?
Just buy it and let's go.
Yeah. Why are you making so much mess and it's shouting like anything? You just get it for him or her. Okay, you brought the toy. What lesson did the child learn from this?
That by doing all these things, he'll get it ultimately.
For the next time, if the child wants to get something, the child will shout with much more vigor, because child knows that if I make a scene and everybody is watching us, our parents will get embarrassed and finally they would bring this up. On the other hand, whatever the child does, we say, no, I cannot do that, no, without shouting. No, I cannot do that. No, no. The child may do whatever the tantrums. Let that day pass. But the child will learn a lesson. With these parents, I cannot do any tantrums. I have experience like that. I have 2 kids, 2 boys. Always the younger one will be much smarter than the elder one. Do you know that one? How many of you have 2 children here? The younger one will know how to grab the attention from mama or papa because they are youngest. So if they started crying, every acquisition will go to the elder one, right? See, if there is a quarrel between these two, what generally happens is, at times the problem is with the younger one. But the moment the younger one see the parents, the younger one start will cry. And they say the elder one did go and so and so. And finally the parents will say, at least you are elder to that child. You could have act more responsibly, something like that. Act more responsibly. The elder one may be 2.5 or 3 years. Okay, acting very responsibly at that time. We used to say like that. Okay. So what happens is my younger one, similarly, he started crying out. Whatever he wants, he started crying out. So once I started saying to him, for getting something done, you don't cry. If you cry, I will not listen to you. If you say something without crying, I will listen. Again, in the next day, he started crying. I said, what did I say yesterday? If you cry, I won't listen. If you are telling me without crying, then he stopped. He started telling like that. Within 2-3 attempts, he stopped unnecessarily crying. Okay, this crying was to grab the attention. Very successfully, it worked with my child in that way. It can be done. Only thing is that we have to be gently firm. Firm means once we decided, we took a decision on this thing, we cannot change that one. That is the firmness, not shouting. Firmness means I decided this has to be like this. Then it is true. I won't change. Because there is reasons. We can explain the reasons, but don't change that one. That is the firmness. But gently. No. See that mom in the video? At times she was going out of control also. But again she said, no, we cannot go back. We cannot go back. Don't hit the other's vehicle. Something like that. So this is something called the approach called permissive approach, but at the same time gently firm. So whatever the other day we discussed, it do not mean that whatever the child says, we have to agree. No. But we have to find out the strength of the child. We have to appreciate the child a lot of things. We start discussing openly with the child. So we love the child and child knows we are loving the child. Then naturally there is a space for discussion. Then the behavior will start changing. And how the behavior will get reinforced. For example, take the initial years of the child. When the child starts, coming out with the words for the first time. What is the first word they generally pronounce or utter?
Mommy.
Yeah, mommy. How they pronounce that word initially? Mommy. Okay, they will come like that. Okay, for
it's babbling.
Food, for food, what they used to say? Because in different language it says different things. What do you say, Aishi? The small baby, that baby food generally what people.
When the small kid starts first using words, it's called babbling.
Yeah, that is
so
the
it is like
terms. Okay, what are all that babbling words for the food?
Like they don't pronounce properly, but
tell me that mispronounced word.
What's that?
Yeah, they are not pronouncing properly. You said they are babbling. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For the food, how do they babble?
Usually, I think they say mum, or they even show their hands.
Okay. What is the real word?
It is depends on the language you're
using.
Okay,
your language, Aishi. The child says mom. What is the real word?
Ghana.
Ghana. Okay. Instead of Ghana, child says mom. Okay. But when child says for the first time, mom, for the food, what could be your reaction? Child says for the first time. What could be the reaction of mother? How do you feel when child starts saying a new word?
Happy, excited.
Excited, happy. And what will you do when you excited like that?
Go
How
and
will you
hug the
react to
child.
the pardon?
Go and hug the child. Like,
Yeah, go and hug the child. You will give the kiss, and if somebody else is available in the house, you will call them and say the child. See, the Baba started saying, "Ma, tell me once again."
Yes.
Yeah. After seeing this, the child will get a feeling that whatever I did for the time being, or just now what I did, everybody is getting very happy. So it's something big. The child will get a feeling like that, and we encourage. Child says, "Ma, ma, ma, ma." And one point of time, after several years, okay, it is not mom, but khana. Am I right? So the moment child says, mom, you say, hey, it's not mom, it's khana. Tell me khana, khana. Don't say mom, khana. If you say like this to the child, when the child says for the first time, ma, what will happen?
He'll get discouraged, maybe. I don't know if at younger age.
Then he will say nothing at all. The child will not speak to us or speak to mom at all. So, while the child says mom instead of khana, and it was encouraged, child repeatedly telling mom, 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 mom. At one point of time, after several years, the child realizes it is not mom, but it is khana. When the child realizes it is khana, the child will tell khana, khana, and that is how we now telling khana, khana. Am I right? It's not by correction. It is not by corrected by somebody else. The child will realize it is not mama or mom. In our place, it is called mama in my language. They will realize at one point of time, this is not mom, but it is khana. And they realize it and they say it khana. It is not by correcting and yelling at them. But instead, what did we do? When they are telling something very near to that, we started encouraging it, giving a lot of appreciation. So, if you encourage something, that behavior will reinforce. So, don't go for corrections. Instead, whenever the child is doing something good, whenever the child behaves some good behavior, encourage unconditionally. You encourage it. Give a lot of praises for it. Give a lot of appreciation for it. So that will get reinforced. When the good habits get reinforced, bad habits will fly away. But when you are focusing on the bad habit, what happens is that bad habits will get reinforced. Wherever you are focusing, that will get reinforced. So when the child is exhibiting good behavior, encourage it. There is one case study. This is I read in a manual, a journal during my post-graduation. That is, in one of the schools, when the answer paper and the notebooks are corrected by teacher, with reading, all mistakes are put a round or an into, or the corrections are done with readings. And in another school, they never correct the mistake. Instead, they tick all the right words. The result was, initially there were a lot of improvement for the school where the mistakes are put in red mark. Tremendous improvement initially.
Nandata, sorry to interrupt. We just got an interruption in your connection. So we didn't hear anything after the word instead.
After the word?
Instead. Whatever you said after.
Instead of using a reading, you said something instead of using a reading.
Am I audible right now?
Yes.
Okay. The experiment is that in one school, all mistakes are marked with red ink. Am I audible? I think still
stuck again. You got stuck again.
Yeah. Don't worry about that one. If there is any internet issue, we can repeat this one today or even tomorrow. Don't worry. We can spend the time. Now, is it audible for all?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Purnima, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The school, what happened is, in one school, they mark all the mistakes by red ink.
Okay.
The second school, all the right words are marked with red ink or green ink, whatever it is. The color is not an issue. In the school where the mistakes are marked with red ink, there was tremendous improvement in the initial for few months. But in the long run, after 2 years or 3 years, initially there was an improvement, then it got stagnant and it started falling back. But where the correct words are marked, even though the improvement in the initial phases were very slow pace, then gradually it started increasing, and even after one stage it became exponentially. Exponentially means the improvement is tremendous. Have you heard of Finland?
Yes.
Have you heard of the education system in Finland? They don't have examination till 8th standard. They don't check the child's difference. They never point out the mistake. But when they reach 8th standard and when they finally reach the 10th standard, everybody can speak at least 3 foreign languages, and they are good. They are the best among the world. The schools in Finland are considered to be the #1 ranking for about 20 years consecutively, for the past 20 years. Forget about the school system. What I am telling you is, correction should happen not by pointing out the mistake, but by encouraging the right things. Forget about the corrections. And if at all something has to be corrected, the approach should be gently so. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Generally, you need
Yes,
not
sir.
go for the corrections. You encourage the positive things. Automatically, the problems will be solved. And if there is something to be corrected, you have to correct it, but the approach should be gently so. Am I okay? Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all about for today's session. And we can go for a meditation session today also. And after the meditation, if any clarification is required, we can do that one. Shall we go for the meditation and the clarification can be done only after that? Is it okay for you? Okay.
Yes,
Today, during the meditation, if possible, you can use your earphones or headphones. If it is available with you, if it is not there, absolutely no issue. If you have a headphone, you can use the headphone or earphone. Not mandatory, not absolutely necessary. If it is with you, you use it. Otherwise, if you are using the laptop or this one or phone, you can use that one. Only thing is that there is a, if you are using the headphone, the effect of music will be much better than the other one. That's all. So are you ready? So sit, relax. Whatever the way you seated, let it be. There is no fixed method. You have to be like this or that. No, absolutely nothing like that. Either you can sit or you can even no harm if you are lying on a bed or not. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Relax and close your eyes. Please close your eyes. Please close your eyes. Gently close your eyes. most relaxed manner. Wherever you are sitting, let your posture be most relaxed. Let your posture be most relaxed. If possible, keep the spine erect. Please close your eyes. Breathe very naturally and observe your breathing. You breathe naturally. Inhaling. Feel when fresh breaths go into your body, your lungs. Feel all sensations when the fresh breath, fresh air touches the nostrils. You can feel all sensations while you exhale. Feel the sensations when air goes out. Feel all sensations and observe your breathing. You are an observer. Watch your breathing process. It's so natural. Relax. Listen all sounds around you. Listen all sounds around you. No sound disturbs you. You are not feeling discomfort by any sound. Let it be a mobile ring, or somebody opens the door, creaking voice, noise of door, whatever it may be. You are not getting disturbed, annoyed. You're okay with that sound. Using the whole power of your ears, listen to all sounds around you, in your room, outside, long distances. Yes, you can listen to the sounds far away. Now your ear can capture the sounds from far away, distant places. You are listening to those sounds. Relax. Relax. imagine, visualize, you are walking in a beach. Visualize, you imagine, you are walking through a seashore, a beach. It's evening time. Sea is calm. Gentle waves comes to the shore. You're walking through the beach. Lot of clouds are there. Each cloud is like in a painting. Various shapes. One can see horse, elephant, human faces if you want on the clouds. Some clouds are dark, but at the edge of the cloud there is a silver lining. Some clouds are dark, at the edges there are red color, and even at the edges you can see yellow color. You see all colors, yellow, red, dark, on the sky. Cool breeze comes from the sea. You can feel that coolness. Yes, it's cold. You can feel that coolness of the breeze. Walking through the seashore, you can feel the sand particle under your feet. You can feel sand particles. Slight pain under the foot, but it is very, very cool. We can experience that. It's joyful pain. Yeah. Relax. 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 Slowly be aware you are doing meditation. You are sitting in your chair or in your room. Just feel about your foot, leg, abdomen, chest, shoulders, hands, whole head, whole body. Aware of your body, you are doing meditation. Relax. A gentle smile started to develop on your lips. You can feel that all pains in your mind are washed away. Aware of your body, you are sitting in your room and doing the relaxation, meditation. Slowly, very slowly, open your eyes with a smile. Open your eyes with a smile. Gently, slowly, you can open your eyes Please open your eyes. Okay. So get relaxed and get up. Is there anything to be clarified or doubt clearance? Or do you want to discuss anything in particular about today's discussion?
Yes, I do have a question.
Yes, please.
I'll just present the example. So wherever there are two kids at home, let us consider there is an elder one and a younger one.
Yeah.
Often I have seen if the parents are getting them dress or any toys, there are two cases. Either they'll bring what they like of two colors or of two variants, but actually the same toy. I have seen that strategy fail also, and there are parents who try to buy the same thing, similar one, but still, if you give it to the elder one or to the younger one, they don't care whether it is a like toy, but either the younger one or the elder one, whichever is the naughty one, he just want to grab the other toy. So is it my question to you is it attention seeking where we need to focus on, or what is running inside the child? What exactly is making him behave like that?
Yeah, that is a big area. That is sibling rivalry. Okay, or sibling jealousy. How to handle when there are more than one kid. Love them not equally. It's not share. Love is not something that can share half kg love here, half kg love there. It cannot share equally, but we can do it uniquely. The amount of love to one child is unique in nature. For example, you can say the elder one, I love you because of several reasons. You dance well. The younger one, you can say, I love you. You draw well. This is the unique way of expressing, not the equal amount. And having the same color dress, etc. Okay, it's if some parents are doing that, absolutely there is no harm in that. But if you are taking all dresses in the similar fashion, that will definitely create a lot of issue. If you have a same color, same type of dress, 4 or 5 pair, no, it's okay, good. Don't do it for the entire thing, because each child is an individual. It is having its own individuality. Let us respect that. They have their own choices. Whatever the extent we can admit that, admit it. If it is not beyond our admission of, if the choice is beyond admission, you can say no, absolutely no harm in doing that one. But there are certain extension, or there are certain space where we can admit the child's wish also. Admit it. Child will feel